Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey, what's going on? This is Crystal Taylor, the owner of Fitness is Not a Game. I am your health and fitness coach who specializes in helping women over 40 lose weight without dieting or for exercise for more than 30 minutes at a time. And you are here for Fitness Friday, where we are talking about these non-scale victories. Before we get started, of course, we got to drink water. Cheers. And if you're here, say hey, let me know that you're here watching. And if you're catching this on replay, do me a favor and type replay in the comments as well. So, why are we talking about non-scale victories today? Well, we're talking about it for a couple of reasons. One, folks do way the most just in order to lose weight. And that's scary. It's real scary, right? But this week is also mindset week for the belly fat challenge. And so I wanted to talk about that because moving away from the scale is a huge mindset shift. So if you're in the belly fat challenge, let me know in the chat first. And then also let me know if the scale is the main way that you measure your progress and success. All right. Hey, y'all. Hey, so let's talk about it. Today, I want to give y'all 7 different ways that you can actually measure your progress and success as opposed to being on the doggone scale. Y'all, I'm gonna ask. Throw your scale. I'm gonna say throw your scale away, that's your money, right? But go and put that thing away for a minute. And I want y'all to focus on these 7 things. All right. If y'all ready, type a 1 in the chat. If y'all ready, type a 1 in the chat so that I can give y'all number 1. All right. There we go. Yeah. And then we're live in a number of places. If you're watching on the tube, make sure you subscribe, like and subscribe. My folks in the Facebook group, you already up in here. My folks on the Urban Intellectuals page, make sure you join over on Facebook, the Facebook group as well. All right, y'all. So let's talk about these 7. Number 1, you know if you're making progress just from your clothes fitting better. If your clothes all of a sudden you're like, I got a little room in these. This went on easier than they used to. This zipper went up further than it used to. I'm not squeezing my way into it. Those are the things that you should be focused on, because what's interesting, and y'all tell me if I'm right or I'm right, a lot of times when we feel that non-scale victory, we put something on, we're like, oh, one of the first thoughts is, I must have lost weight. Let me jump on the scale and see how much I weigh now. Tell me if you did that or if you did that. And now you run to that scale, asking that scale to please validate your thoughts. And then what could happen is that scale could tell you one of 3 things. Yeah, you did it. Good job. Or, nah, sis, you gained some weight. Or, nah, you the same weight. That first one, you all excited, like, I knew it. I knew it. But the other 2, now you start beating yourself up and saying, you know what? I must have just been tripping. These pants must be old and that's why they're getting loose. Tell me if I'm lying, if I'm telling the truth, y'all. You start taking away your doggone victory because this scale told you no. And at the end of the day, let's be clear. You think it's a number that you want, but it's not. You want those clothes to fit better. You want to run into somebody or see your boo look at you like, baby, what you doing? You want your friends to look at you with envy like, girl, I see you. You know, that's how we compliment each other. I see you. It's not about that number. Nobody's going to walk up to you. So how much do you weigh today? Anybody checking for your weight like that? Only you were checking for your weight like that. All right. So that's the first one I want you to check. So somebody put in the first, put number 1, my clothes fit better. That's the first one we're going to judge. That's that first non-scale victory. because we're talking about all the things we're going to celebrate. That's the thing. It ain't about kudos for when you lose weight and release those pounds, as they say. I'm not taking that from anyone. Well, I'm going to talk about these 7 things that you should be celebrating as well. All right. So, number 2, you start seeing that you're losing inches. So, in the belly fat challenge, I have my folks who participate measure every Wednesday, and we measure in 3 ways. You can weigh yourself, take pictures, which is my favorite, but also number 3, measure with the measuring tape. Because what I absolutely know is that scale may or may not move, but you can still lose inches. So if you realize you're losing inches, that's huge. It don't matter what that number say, because the 500 women who registered for the belly fat challenge, they didn't join because I said, hey, we're going to lose X amount of pounds in 30 days. No, it's to remove that belly fat, which means you want to remove some inches, right? So with that, another way that I like to measure my inches, I've shared before that I wear waist beads. That's how I determine if things are going in the right direction, even throughout the day. Because if these things get tight and start rolling up and become booby beads as opposed to waist beads, I know I need to chill on what I've been eating. But when I can get up in the morning and I can see that the waist beads are gradually dropping, bam, that means that I'm losing inches, because the waist beads I wear are not their last ones. And this is not, no, it ain't no shade. They don't even mean disclaiming, adding a disclaimer. But the elastic ones are mainly for aesthetics. They're to look cute. If you really want them for accountability, you should get the ones with the string, right? They don't flex. And I'll show y'all the ones I wear. If anybody who has not seen them yet, let me see. Make sure y'all can see me. Hey, y'all. Hey. All right. So, and I stack them. I like how they look stacked. And for me, it feels like it gives me more of a real measurement of where they are, right? But you see how these have a real, let's see, I can find, oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. I have a number of them. But you see, it's a real string on here. We tie that string so that it doesn't move. You see, that's no give. That's just a stretch. That's my skin moving. But it's not about falling down and just looking cute. We're going to make sure that these things stay where they're supposed to stay and only move when there's progress that is being made. So I posted in my group the other day that I got a new shipment of beads in. Well, I done put them down, and now they all doing their thing. So if anybody wants some beads to measure their progress, let me know. The gorgeous that just came in, right? Whole bunch of different styles and colors. Like I said, I like to stack mine. You can get one at a time, but stacking looks good. And for me, it adds more like stability to them, if that makes sense. Because they like support each other, and it just feels weird when you only have one. I've done one before, and for anybody who wants one, I'll drop the link for you in the chat. But that's one, hey, brother Bernard. But that's one way that you can determine if you're losing inches and you're making progress. All right, let me know if that makes sense by dropping a 2, which means you got tip number 2, a non-scale victory number 2, before we move on to number 3. The third thing that I want you to celebrate, as opposed to feeling the need to run to the scale. I'm doing good, Brother Bernard. Let's move on to number 3. Because, hey, Miss Pamela, this one is huge. And let's have a real talk on this one. Number 3. The number 3 non-scale victory when it comes to weight loss and health that I want you to celebrate is when you are in less pain. How many of y'all got joint pain? Typically it's knees. or maybe lower back. But I'm here to tell you that a lot of the extra stress that you are feeling in your joints is coming from the extra weight. So instead of us running to the scale to see how many pounds we've lost, let's think about the infrequency of how often we take pain medicines or rub CBD salves on to try to reduce the pain, because now we don't have as much pain. Not only are we lessening the stress on the joints, but we're strengthening those muscles too. The body's getting stronger so it can handle more, especially with your lower back. Typically, lower back issues come from a weakened core. So if you know that your back is all of a sudden, you're like, oh, my back don't hurt as much. You are tightening those abs. They all go together. That is the core for a reason. It's the center of your body. So how many of y'all have lower back issues? When you realize that that pain is decreasing, I need you to celebrate that. It don't matter what that scale says, because your body is telling you that progress is being made. I'll tell y'all. So one of my favorite clients, or all my clients are my favorites. I tell them all that, right? But when we first started working together, she has rheumatoid arthritis. And I'm only sharing this because she shares it frequently. And when she first started working with me, she's like, Coach Crystal, I can't get on the floor. Coach Crystal, I can't do that. And now she loves to talk about how just from exercising and moving and strengthening her muscles, she's able to get up and down off the floor on her own. She's able to get off, she says, the commode without any type of assistance. Those are the victories that have been the determining factor on whether she's been successful. Again, the scale may or may not move. But if you feel less pain, come on now. How can you not celebrate that? Because a lot of y'all don't even want, okay, let's take this 2 steps. Some people don't realize that exercising is, well, the lack of exercise could play a role in your joint pain, right? And two, don't even realize I was gonna go somewhere else with it, but let me see where we're gonna go with it now. But not realizing, oh, that losing the weight could reduce some of your pain. All right. So that's number 3. That's number 3. Y'all ready for number 4? The next thing you should be celebrating. Let me drink some water on this one. I'm trying not to hold y'all too long today. I had to cut it down, man. I had a long list. I was like, let's do 7. 7's still gonna be a lot, but we're gonna get it done. The number 4 thing I want you to celebrate. And for anybody who's coming in now, I'm Crystal Taylor, the owner of Fitness is Not a Game. And today on our Fitness Friday discussion, we're talking about the 7 non-skill victories that you should be focusing on. And number 4, when you can do more of the things that you love, things you weren't able to do before, not being able to play with your kids, grandkids, nieces, and nephews because you're tired, because you're in pain, not having to miss out on going out and hanging out with your friends because you're in too much pain. When you can go dancing again without feeling winded and need to take a break before the song is even over. Now you realize you dancing through multiple songs, you going back skating again. All of those things things you should be celebrating as opposed to trying to run to the scale. You can sit there and lose 20, 30 pounds. But if you're not feeling strong, and I say this because sometimes folks lose weight in very unhealthy ways. Maybe not even burning fat, just losing weight, right? Boo-boo teas and all the things. Doing nothing to build strength. So even though you've lost some weight, you still aren't building. Not building a healthier body, not building a stronger body, not a more sustainable, longer lifestyle, right? But when you realize now you can do all of those things that you hadn't done in a while, how can you not celebrate? How can you not celebrate? And with that, we just roll on into number 5 because then you realize you got more energy. How many of y'all feel lethargic? You feel tired. And it sounds so counterproductive to people, but exercising more gives you more energy. If I add a bonus to it, it helps you to sleep better as well. Add another bonus to it, it doggone helps your mood. So all of those things, how can you not celebrate it when now you realize you can stay up throughout the day without needing a nap? When you realize you're smiling more, you're laughing more. And part of that is because you're sleeping better, so you're not waking up grumpy. Come on now, how can you not celebrate those? You mean to tell me that you wouldn't celebrate that just because the scale didn't move? Cut it out. Cut it out. Right. Brother Bernard says inactivity causes one to be a captive of your condition. Mindset is focused on negativity. Right on. Facts. All right. Oh, I did tack on number 6, which is talking about your sleep. But it really, now I will tell you this though. You don't want to exercise right before you go to bed. They don't wear you out. That gets your adrenaline going. And sometimes it can make it harder to go to sleep. So you want to give it, a couple hours, let your adrenaline come down, but it is going to help you sleep better. So that was number 6. But my favorite, I saved number 7, the best for last. If y'all want to know what the best non-scale victory is, type a 7 in the chat. And I'm going to have to get my tea on this one. This is my favorite, right? It's all good when you can see it outside. Your clothes are fitting better. You're losing inches. Your waist beads are dropping. It's all good when you're sleeping better. Your mood is better. You got more energy. You're not in as much pain. All of those things. But nothing, absolutely nothing beats when your medical numbers are better. I'm not talking about when you go to the doctor and they're like, can you step on the scale, please? Oh, you look like, I see you lost a few pounds. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when your blood pressure gets better, when your bad cholesterol gets better, when your blood sugar gets better. That means that you are getting healthier. And ain't nothing wrong with vanity. Please believe there's absolutely nothing wrong with vanity. Everybody want to look good and everybody want to feel good. But it does you no good when you laid up in the hospital or no longer on this side of the green earth. The way to extend your life here and extend a life that you would love, improve your quality of life, is to get healthier. When your doctor tells you like, oh, we can decrease your meds. Somebody's sitting there dreaming about that right now. Like, what? That would be so dope. I've been on this medication for so long. I'm tired of the doctor adding more or increasing my dosage. Right? When that does happen, you gotta celebrate. It don't matter what that scale is saying at the moment. It matters that you're doing the right thing. You're doing something doggone great that your body's responding to is making you healthier. Let me know if this makes sense. Let me know. Brother Bernard says, my Army's buddy is a workout warrior, yet she doesn't have the proper diet under control and gets frustrated about her weight, aches, and pains. I told her you cannot outrun a bad diet. Facts. Facts. We got to put all of it together. Miss Pamela says, health allows you to live, not just exist. I ain't just trying to exist. I ain't trying to just lay up and just say I'm breathing. Fam. I want to get out there and live my life and live it how I want to live it. Go where I want to go, do the things I want to do. And that comes from making sure you're making better decisions, nutrition wise, movement wise, mindset wise. That's what we're talking about today is the mindset of moving from that scale. You got to put it all together. You got to. And it's difficult. I know it's difficult because we've been so programmed to believe that the number on that little box is the end all be all when it comes to our health. It ain't. It ain't. It's just a measurement. That's it. Stop expecting that scale to tell you so many things about you and your life. And all it knows is your gravitational pull towards the earth. That's it. That's all it knows. But these 7 things that we talked about today, that's how you know you're getting healthier. When your clothes are fitting better than they used to, when you've lost inches, when you're in less pain, when you could do more of the things that you like, when you have more energy, when your sleep is improved, and when your numbers at the doctor get better. That's how you know you're doing the right thing. All right. That's it. I'm out of here today. I ain't finna hold y'all forever. But I wanted to share that with y'all because there's too much emphasis on that scale. Too much emphasis on the scale when it tells you nothing. Because there are a lot of, let me say this, and then I'm going to go. Let's see how many times I say goodbye today. But there are a lot of skinny, unhealthy people losing weight all day, but not healthy. So you can't tell me that that scale determines whether you're healthy or not. And yes, there are healthy overweight people because we're not going to get into that discussion. But the standards for what's considered to be overweight, it ain't quite built for us. Just saying. Just saying. I'm glad you all enjoyed that. I'm glad you need to hear that, Miss Pamela. You know what? It's crazy because I have like a list of topics that I want to come talk to y'all on Fridays. But I really let the universe guide me. It's like I woke up this morning and it basically hit me upside my head like, no, actually it was last night when I was in the bed. We need to talk about non-scale victories. So voila, here we are. All right. Excuse me. You read very welcome, Brother Bernard. Y'all have an amazing rest of your Friday, a dope weekend. If you have to go out there in the streets, please be safe because I want you healthy. I want you happy. I want you here. Oh, awesome, Miss Pam. I'm glad it's your first time and you enjoyed it. I hope to see you again. Thank you very much, Brother Leon. Give my folks in the Belly Fat Challenge. Let's keep rocking out. We're on day 18, 12 more days to go. Hang in there because you got this. All right, y'all. I will see y'all later. Bye.